TheBoxingVoice.com here with the former middleweight champion of the world, one of the top middleweights in all of boxing, Peter Quillin. What's up, Peter? We're in the Bay.
Hi, man. What's up? I'm glad to be here, man. It's like nice weather. It's kind of chilly, but I could wear a nice jacket.
Well, you're from New York, so it's, nothing different.
Well, it's a little hotter than here. I mean, it's always breezy over here for some reason. So regardless of the summertime, I feel like it's breezy over here and it's kind of cooler.
Now, this is a hell of a camp you work in. It's not just Andre Ward. It's Andres Fonfara, it's Andre Berto, and of course the trainer of it all is Virgil Hunter. How's that been right now?
Well, I've been here since last year, man. So it's been a great experience working with top-notch guys, humble spirits. Motivation and inspiration is there. You got knowledge, you got wisdom all in the same gym, and you rarely find that these days in boxing.
Now, I wanted to ask Fonfara, that was one of the guys I mentioned. He fights tomorrow night for the light heavyweight championship against Stevenson. What do you think of that fight?
I think, most importantly, I think he's very talented. As long as he listens, Burge is the guy behind the madness. He'll see you through the storm. So as long as he listens, I think he'll have a bright, sunny, glory victory. So
obviously, he's a light heavyweight, you're a middleweight, but did you guys spar at all?
I never got to spar him. Verge, I guess, had me. He bring separate guys in for me to work with. It is what it is, but I'm always up in game for getting experience with different level guys and stuff.
Why do you think that happened? That's pretty common that two top guys, even if they're in the same gym, don't really spar each other.
I mean, maybe it carries some ego. It's hard not to have ego in the gym where you got top-level guys here and everything like that. Maybe that is, but, only birds know behind that. I'm just, like I said, I'm game for pretty much anything, and I just try to stay focused and, whatever birds tell me to do, if it's sparring him, I'm ready to always game.
Well, that means the next question is, did you spar Andre Ward as he gets ready for this rematch with Kovalev?
I actually didn't get to spar him. I got the opportunity to have the opportunity to spar Ward when he was getting ready for Carl Froch, but I ended up sparring Carl Froch because he was in New York and I didn't want to come back to California, be away from New York life, and so I ended up staying there. But I actually never got to spar him.
Right.
But I think he's a good friend of mine. Put me on a set path where I'm trying to get to my destination.
Have you been able to see his work up close for this rematch? And if you have, what do you think?
Well, I think he's very motivated by what the people say, but not for the people, but for himself, because he knows what he's able to do. He got a anointment from God to be able to go out there and do his best, and he's very motivated to be able to be the winner and seal his deal on his career. His legacy is very important to him. So when you got a guy that's working like that, then you can't take nothing away from him. He's got a superstar team with everybody's been here with from the beginning. So when you get to see guys like that work, then it's nothing but inspiration to see it.
Now, that first fight was back and forth. Did we get more of the same in that second fight, or do you think Ward shuts him down this time?
Well, this is why this fight's been made, because there's still some things that need to be closed. So, I think sometimes when you got a power puncher versus a boxer, sometimes the boxer only need one moment to be able to learn the guy, and then go to the next fight, he out polish him. Like, when we saw Floyd fight Castillo in the first fight, it was like a lot of naysayers saying that he maybe lost, and he came out and he swept him. So
same with Maidana to a lesser degree.
Yeah. So it's always usually like that. So we could possibly see this, or we could probably just see a tremendous fight with this one and go around. So that's why we waiting to see it.
So in the end, you're not sure if it does become a wipeout for, he could still have a tough fight. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with my brother, but like my personal expectation or my personal favorites don't even matter when it comes to like a top level fight. Both of those guys got something in them that I cannot describe, but all I know is this is going to be one of those type of fights that the fans want to see. One of the pound for pound best in the world, Andre Ward, versus a guy that's they created him to be the monster that he is. He's a monster, right? I think he's somewhat controversial all the time, but that's not what that's what sells fights. You know what I mean? So.
It hasn't led to a lot of people liking him, of course.
Yeah, of course, and I think a lot of people don't like me for whatever reason, whatever. But at the end of the day, these fights that means a lot to the fighters that's fighting them.
Oh, and then Canelo Triple G. I got to ask you about that, Peter.
Top level guys. This is a fight the fans wanted to see for such a long time. I think Canelo has picked up some things along the way that he can actually beat Triple G, and not to be no hater. He's a pure boxer, and Triple G's always got a power to be able to get anybody out of there. So these one of those fights that the fans need to watch, because you know, you got a pure boxer with defense and slickness and movement versus a boxer with pure punch, crushing power that's going to try to get whoever he fights out of there. So that's why the fight has been made.
They got Triple G as the favorite at the books. Do you agree with that, or did the bookies got it right?
That's probably right now, but when it get closer to the time, you know, that shit always changes up. So, you know what I mean? I don't bet on fights because, you know what I mean, last time I betted it was Lennox Lewis versus Tyson, and I lost.
Right.
You know,
you bet on Mike.
Yeah, I bet on Mike because Mike was my personal favorite. I just learned that favorites don't win fights.
Because Mike's Mike. You gotta
Mike, you gotta always give him a chance.
So last one, Peter. What's going on with Kid Chocolate?
Kid Chocolate is good, man. I love your hairdo, man. I wish I was. You got the Beatles dude going on, the early look for Justin Bieber look. You know what I'm saying? But
he took it from me.
All right. Well, he biting. Well, I'm just in the gym working. As you can see, I'm working hard, and I'm just staying focused. I'm staying motivated. I had a baby girl December 3rd. I'm just staying focused for my family. It's very
Was that
hard.
Your second child? Or?
I had a couple close calls out there. I found out them kids wasn't mine. Thank God. You know what I mean? But I got 2 kids, wonderful, beautiful kids with a beautiful wife. I've been with her total 8 years now. We're going on 8 years with each other. It's been a very hard road, but it's been a one that I can never forget. And I think it's always going to get me to where I need to be. I'm a great father because I want to be around my kids constantly. I know they my life, so, you know, it gives me an extra motivation to want to fight and do my best out there, you know what I'm saying? So other than that, we looking to come back July. Hopefully y'all focus and y'all ready for me. I know the excitement is there for me to come back. I grow a mustache. That's what usually when guys, it took such a long time, they grow like a mustache or change their hairdo. But
get the Rocky beard.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go that far.
Right. But your version of it.
Yes.
But no, thank you for always being a great guy. Always, man, can't wait to see you back in the ring because every time Peter Quillin fights, it's a hell of a fight. So thank you for your time, Peter. Thank you. Appreciate you, Peter.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, brother.